start off with this. If you know football, you know what time it is, baby. We got ourselves something before the show starts. I got to show my new merch, my new shirt. If you guys know who this is from, do you know what this is, Tiny Tim?
Let me see here. There's a spider, 2Y. That's a banana.
This is a banana, and that is from John Gruden. That's John Gruden's favorite play call.
Oh, spider, 2Y, banana.
Why banana? Yes, sir. John Gruden. It's the new shirt we got recently, and you know what time it is, guys. What's going on, everybody? I'm very excited to be on here. Huh?
We're already in week 11.
Yeah, we're in week 11 already, and man, I cannot believe we're over halfway through the season. The good thing is the international games are over, and now is when it really matters. Football is in the swing of things. I'm very excited for this week. Week 11 starts right about now. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Pain and Game Pick'em, Season 8, Episode 11 of Pain and Game Pick'ems. We're in the second half of the season, and oh boy, what a show we got for you guys tonight. Your host with the most will be here soon enough. He's just doing something with work, but he will be here soon enough. But in the meantime, you get to see me host it with our main guest main man on the right hand side of me. If I could turn my hand to the right, there you go. So on my right, so Tiny Tim, a fan of America's team. Go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tiny Tim, America's favorite armchair football fan. And yeah, if the Cowboys haven't already fallen on hard times, it just got a little bit harder about a couple of days ago when we found out that Dak Prescott would have to have season-ending surgery. So the $240 million man is out for the season. We really need your thoughts and your prayers for the rest of the year. God help us.
But yeah, guys, don't worry. That is actually me in the comments. I'm actually commenting about that. But yeah, it's going to be tough, though, for those Cowboys. But on the other hand, I'm here with my 7-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. We got, you just read the name right there. It's Ratbirds Week. And it's one of the most anticipated matchups of the season. It starts our first set of 3 divisional games in a row. And boy, oh boy, I am extremely excited for this week. It should be a great week. Last week, I went 11-3, did pretty well, but got to keep things going. I got to win another week in my Pick'em League because I'm slowly creeping back up in the standings. I didn't have the greatest start, but now things are starting to turn for the better. So with that being said, let's not waste any time and go right into
before we do, I see my girl Pepper is here. And yes,
Peppa.
darling. Yeah, Peppa. Yes, I got our love potion right here, honey.
There you
Dr.
go. Dr.
Pepper, zero sugar.
And I've not had one of those in a while, man. I might have to go get some soon. But I just been
All
drinking my
right.
favorite one, Sprite Cranberry. But before, oh wait, sorry, I know Dashy's gonna say this. The teams on bye are this week
Yes.
are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Arizona Cardinals, the New York Giants, and the Carolina Panthers. You're a fan of those four teams? Sorry, you're gonna have to wait till next week. And hey, Snowman is here. The man himself,
Oh
Snowman,
man,
is
how you
here.
doing, Dashy? How you do? Oh, Dashy's here.
Dashy. Yes,
I
I
know that
know, and
means.
I know exactly what Dashy's going to want. So let me go ahead and pull this up right here, right about now.
Ooh, banana.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It took 26 hours to make and worth every damn minute.
Pen. Yes, sir. It took Alex so damn long to make that, but hey, it was worth every bit of it. So let's not waste any time and just go right into it. We got our Thursday night football game, which is going to be a fantastic game. It is the Washington Redskins Commanders football team, whatever you want to call them, versus the Philadelphia Chickens. And
Chickens.
from what I'm seeing right here, the Eagles are a 3.5 point favorite. And I will confirm on the Hard Rock app, it is 3.5. And on the Yahoo Sports app, let me go ahead and see who that is. Yep, it is 3.5 as well. So 3.5 and 3.5, very good here. And I'm very excited to say the referee for this game is Adrian Hill, which I was actually watching a video about, and actually we'll go into it in a little bit. So Adrian Hill is the referee, and the lowest ticketed price for this game is $202.
Pretty
And
good.
Tiny Tim,
Pretty good for a division game, you know.
oh absolutely. And who's calling the game?
The game is on Amazon Prime, which means you'll have the Miracle Man, Al Michaels, and Kurt Herbstreit.
There you go, Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. And
Oh, I think
before we get
we
into our
got a
pick,
super from Josh.
we got a super. We got a super.
Yeah.
$10 from Joshua Cook, HR&R, YouTube's new alternative. Hi, A Pizzle, Tiny Tim. Went 7-7 last week with Coleslaw Sally. Favorite Soap and the Young. The Restless celebrated its 13,000th episode.
Wow.
Look for my picks tonight during Cassie versus everyone on Joshua Cook's channel. Go check that out. And with that being said, this is not my game of the week, but this is a really good game. But Tiny Tim, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Well, I guess since the game is in my particular division here, this is they picked a very good game to start week 11 here. Division matchup. Got a great quarterback and a great young quarterback going at it at each other. But right now, just taking a look at it here, Jaden Daniels, I think he'll probably have his hands full in this one. I mean, they're probably going to make him struggle for every throw that he makes. And I think the defense is going to try to stop that run, but I think they'll be all right. But in the end, hate to say this, you know my hatred for those chickens.
I know it.
But I have to go with the chickens in this one, although Jaden Daniels is going to make a game out of it because he is an awesome young stud quarterback. He, of course, is my favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Give me those chickens over those Commanders by a score of 24-20. And since we're giving the victory to those chickens, we have to hear the senator.
Yes, we do.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
There you go. Senator Romy every time and never gets old.
All
Did
right.
you know he was on the Joe Rogan podcast recently?
Oh, really?
I did not expect.
I have to look that up.
But yeah, Senator Romy was on the Joe Rogan podcast recently. I didn't know Fat Ass was going to be on Joe Rogan. I did not expect it. But hey, Senator Romy, I'm glad he's on there. Going into this game, I actually looked up a interesting stat. I was actually pulling this up from one of my betting ones. channels I follow on Instagram. Before I do give that prediction, I'll actually go through and talk about the series history. Washington actually leads the overall series season, the series 89, 84, and 5. And Washington and the Eagles have only lost once in their last 6 matchups. So it will be something where this is going to be interesting here. But one thing I was looking at is Adrian Hill is the referee for this game, and teams with a 3.5 point spread that he's going to be refereeing covers 61% of the time, and if it's a divisional matchup, they covered 80% of the time with a record of 12-3. Not only that, the under is also hit as well with the divisional matchup as well. So, and it's a spread of 7.5 or less, which is true. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen here, but I think the Eagles will end up getting the job done and keep their streak against the Washington Redskins Commanders alive. They've won last 2 matchups last year with the help of A.J. Brown, and I think he will be the difference maker once again. I think this will be I don't think it'll be as high scoring as everyone thinks it is, but this will definitely put up some points on the board. I say the under goes slightly under here, but my final score is going to be Eagles 27, Washington 23. Actually, no, sorry. 24-21. Give me the Eagles to win this game. And we also have to hear Senator Romy once again.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Never gets old.
Do we have Alex's do we have his picks? We
do. Absolutely. I do have his pick. So I actually do have his pick. So with that being said, so yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and say this. Alex has something of a different thought on this game compared to us. Alex is actually sounding the alarm.
Oh.
Off the show with a bang. Wow.
Very kinky, in my opinion.
Yeah, you could say that again. Man, oh man. 31-24. Alex has Washington getting the win over the Eagles.
Well, I'll say one thing. I mean, if it does happen, I'll be happy because I hate those chickens. So I'll be happy. I mean, Washington has been one of the big surprising teams this year, so I wouldn't put it past them.
It wouldn't. Because honestly, Washington does have a great offense. You expect if I have to have receivers, you gotta go A.J. Brown and you gotta go Terry McLaurin. Both of them are going to have great games, and I don't expect it to be any different. I think this will be a great game, especially with Jane James will definitely bounce back. I just don't see him getting the win, though. I think the Eagles will probably win by a couple points. Next game on the list, and it is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Detroit Lions. This game is in Detroit, and from what I'm seeing on the Yahoo Sports app, it is wow. I think this is one of the biggest spreads I've seen all year. 14-point favorite on the Yahoo app on pushes you to bet MGM, and on Hard Rock it's 13.5-point favorite.
Here, according to ESPN, it's at 13. So 13, 13.5, 14, don't matter.
It's a completely different spread, but let's be honest here. I think this one's pretty much very obvious pick. But anyways, I will go ahead and announce the referee real quick. The official for this game is going to be Scott Novak, and the lowest ticketed price according to Game Time is $306. And who are the announcers for this game, Tiny Tim?
The game is at 1 Eastern on CBS, and calling that game will be probably one of my all-time favorite broadcasters, Kevin Harlan and Trent Green.
Hey, Kevin Harlan, Trent Green. I'm calling both games. That needs to be a soundbite Alex needs to get.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go first if you guys don't mind on this one. For this game, Detroit leads the series 5-3. They've won their last 5 in a row. And you know what? Lock this M in.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century.
All week.
Way too easy of a lock, especially if Mac Jones plays. This will be even more of a bloodbath. Jacksonville did win 3 times in a row. Their last one was in 2008. But let's be honest here, that was when the Detroit Lions were 0-16. Other than that, Detroit has owned this series. My final score for this game. 69-0. I'm picking 69, dudes. That's my official score prediction.
69, dude.
69-0. Give me the Lions and
Oh my gosh.
I had to.
Yeah, this one is not going to be for those with a weak stomach because especially if you are Jaguar fans. I'll say many prayers for you, many Hail Marys for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know if they could throw any Hail Marys if they'll have to. But Detroit is right now the best team in the NFC right now. I mean, they're just too tough. They're too smart. They're too good. Give me the Lions convincingly by a score of 35-21. And why don't we make that a double lock?
Oh, you want to make a double lock? I like
Right.
it. I like
And
it.
this is my stone cold lock of the century.
All week.
There you go. Another song called Lock of the Century week. Alex does not have this as a song called Lock of the Century of the week, but he does have the Lions over the Jaguars 38-10.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds about right. And honestly, I don't think that's going to be too much to expect. Detroit is the best roster in the league, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, they should have fired Doug Pearson a long time ago.
Yeah.
On to the next game, shall we? It is the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This game is in Chicago, and from what I am seeing right now, let me go ahead and pull this up. If this would let me. It looks like the Packers are 5.5 on the Yahoo Sports app, and on the Hard Rock app, the Packers are 5-point favorites.
Over on ESPN, they're 6-point favorites.
So we're all pretty much all very close with each other. And the referee for this game is Bill Vinovich, and the lowest ticketed price, $308.
Yeah, for the longest running rivalry in the history of the league, I'd say that's pretty good money to pay.
Absolutely, especially because it is in Chicago. And Tommy Tim, who is calling this game?
Calling the game for the Packers and Bears. It's going on Fox Sports, and we got the Fox A team, Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady.
I'm surprised they got Tom Brady on as this the Fox A game. That is a surprising one. But honestly, I was thinking they would do the Super Bowl rematch, Rams and Patriots. Or maybe Seahawks Niners. But Fox A game, Chicago Bears and Packers, I don't mind that pick. And with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about Alex's pick real quick. Alex has the Packers winning over the Chicago Bears, 31-17. Jordan Love should ball out, while the Chicago Bears will finally score a touchdown for the first time in 3 weeks, but it still won't matter. Even though the offensive coordinator did change, there still will be problems in Chicago, and the Packers will get the job done. Tony Tim, why don't you go ahead and go next on this next one?
Well, this is not going to be as bad as Detroit against Jacksonville, but there's only one thing to say in the last 20 or so years with this rivalry here. In the words of the former great daytime talk show host, if I had to put it in his words, when it comes to the Chicago Bears, Green Bay, you are the father.
Yeah, you are the father.
And they will prove it once again. Give me the Packers over those mother 11 Bears, 31-20.
I'm honestly going to agree. We're going to go with the entire group here. And do you guys want to know statistics? Since 2009, the Bears have only beat the Packers 4 times.
Well, that don't surprise me.
That's a complete domination right there. Packers lead the overall series 107, 95, and 6. The last time the Chicago Bears beat the Green Bay Packers was back in 2018.
Wow.
If you can call the Packers the daddy of the Bears, it's 100% true. The Bears, they are who we thought they were. They're garbage. I don't know why I continue to pick them. They cost me when I picked them last week. And you know what? I just gotta do it. Even though we're not picking the Bears, I gotta pull up my main man Dennis screen here because it's obvious. Before I'm gonna go ahead and say my prediction, which is going to be Packers. This is my point spread game of the week. I want to say that first. This is my point spread game of the week. I'm gonna have Packers winning this game 34-13. And
now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Hi, guys.
Hey, look who is here.
Hi, guys.
How
are we
doing? It's the man who represents the orange and the aqua. Football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear because...
Hey, Pizzle is here in the flesh. Baby! How are we doing, guys?
Oh my gosh, Alex. You look a little different, bro.
Yeah, we shaved it up a little bit. You know, we won.
Yes, he does.
And,
looking nice.
So fresh and so clean.
Clean shaven.
So fresh and so clean.
Sounds
Where are we
good.
at? How are we doing? Where are we at?
We literally just got done the Packers and Bears game, so we're gonna go to the next game, which is actually your game, Alex. So perfect timing. The Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. This game is in Miami
at Hard Rock Stadium.
At Hard Rock Stadium. That's right. And what I'm seeing right now, if I will pull up the Hard Rock app on my phone, the Dolphins are a 7-point favorite on there. And let me go ahead and pull up the Yahoo Sports app.
Should
and
be
on
higher.
Yahoo Sports, and that is going to be a 7.5. Lowest ticketed price, $70. And the referee for this game is going to be Sean Hussey.
All
And
right.
who is announcing this?
The announcers for the Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins is going to be on Vegas and Miami. It's on CBS.
Mhm.
And the announcers are, if I can find it, here there's Tom McCarthy, Ross Tucker, and Jay Feely. See me, Feely.
And the kick is good.
Yes.
That's right. Former Dolphin on this game.
Former
You know the
Dolphin.
rules, guys. Save the host with the most for the last because this is his team. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go first on this game. The Dolphins and the Raiders. The Raiders lead the overall series 21-20-1. So if the Dolphins win, it'll be an even tie for this series. So we got that going, though. The Raiders have won 2 of the last 5, but other than that, they did have a losing streak for a while. But before that, they've only won 3 of the last 13 games. So they're not walking into good things. And now the Raiders are fighting for their life. Pretty much everyone has their job on the line, including head coach Antonio Pierce. And we do see something cool, though.
What's that?
Minshew Mania brother is back in the starting. Minshew Mania is back. He will be starting. They just announced it today. He will be starting, and I'm very excited to see that because
I'm
that'll be
excited
awesome.
for that.
So, but overall, though, I think the Dolphins revitalizing their season with a win last week against the Rams on Monday Night Football. It was a great win for them to see because I actually picked the Miami Dolphins, and that was one of my picks there.
Good.
And I'm very excited to see what they can do the rest of the way because right now they need to play perfect football the rest of the way in order to even have a chance at the playoffs. But it's not out of the question. But they do have some favorable games coming up. They got the Raiders and Patriots the next 2 weeks at home, and then the Packers and the Jets. So they have some favorable games coming up. So I think they will get the job done. I think they will get a good win. My final score is going to be Dolphins 30, Raiders 17. Give me those Miami Dolphins to win this game.
Nice.
All right.
Smart man.
Well, I was especially happy for Alex this past week when the Dolphins
Finally!
victory. Dolphins got that very, very impressive victory. I mean, it was. I mean, I saw the last part of the game, and it was really, really great. And I do believe that they will carry that energy over into this week's game against those Raiders.
Raiders.
So I'm feeling good about Miami. In fact, I'm taking the Dolphins over the Vikings by a score of 24.
Vikings. I didn't know the Dolphins played the Vikings this year.
Minnesota?
No,
Minnesota.
I was looking at the wrong. I may need to have some. I may need a new eye test or something.
Yeah, it's okay, Timmy. All right.
Let me rephrase that. I am taking the Dolphins over the Raiders in this particular matchup. So give me the Dolphins 24-16. Fins up, baby.
Okay.
All righty. So we've heard from me, you heard from Tiny Tim, and now it's time for the host of the most. Here we go, Alex. Get ready to talk about your Dolphins. Oh,
it's time for me to cook. Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a long trip for the Raiders, but they're coming off of their bye week. So we don't know how they're going to be. Dolphins are playing on a short week after playing on the West Coast, coming back home from LA, coming back home to Miami. That's a little tough, not going to lie. Defense this past Monday was absolutely outstanding against the Rams this past Monday night. They held them to 0 touchdowns. Not 1, 0. No touchdowns at all. And I think that will carry over here. As much as I love me some Minshew Mania, brother, I'm going with my boys. I'm going with the Dolphins. Fins up, baby. Final score 21-17. Give me those Miami Dolphins. And I guarantee you, by the end of the game, the Raiders are going to be saying to themselves,
Son of a bitch, I'm sick of these Dolphins.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, one more for that.
I'm sick and tired of all this bullshit. Now, put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
Yeah. I think you sent me that one.
Yeah, I believe I did.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Now, where in the world did LC go?
Probably to fill up his water bottle, if I had to guess.
Or maybe to drain himself, but that's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, yeah, let's probably.
All right, I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
He's back.
Just went to go get my tea.
All right.
I am back.
Oh yeah. Okay. Next game on the list. Let's do this game.
Tea, so I am back.
there you
Next game.
Next game on the list. Let's just.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Colts and Jets.
Really?
Yeah,
There we go.
This game is going to absolutely suck. Colts versus Jets. This game is at MetLife Stadium. And
MetLife
who's the
Stadium.
favorites? Who are the favorites in this one?
The
LC?
favorite for this game. The favorite for this game. The spread is Jets are a 4-point favorite.
Jets 4-point
And
favorites. Okay.
on the Yahoo Sports, they are 4 as well. So both books are the same.
All right. And referee is?
Referee for Colts Jets is Traw.
Blake.
Blake.
And who's calling this? I believe this is going to be on CBS. Yes.
Yes, this will be on CBS. Calling the game for the Colts and the Jets will be Andrew Catalan, Tiki Barber, and Jason McCourty.
Okay. I guess I'll go first since you guys haven't heard my voice that much tonight. So I guess I'll go first in this one. That's right. Not Jets. Jets have looked awful, and their season is basically over with one more loss. Colts have lost 3 straight, and the Joe Flacco move has not paid off. They're starting Anthony Richardson, and that's why they're going to win. I'm not picking the Jets anymore this season. Give me the Colts, 23-17.
Ooh.
Simple as that. And the lowest ticketed price, by the way, is, let me just check here real quick.
I think you said it was $38. That's absolutely terrible. Garbage.
And the one for Miami was $70.
Yep, that's $70. That's why it is $70.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll go next. The Colts and the Jets. Good Lord, this game is going to be absolutely embarrassing to watch. The Colts lead the overall series 44-32. The Colts have won 3 of the last 5 games, and this is in New York. The last 2 times these teams played in New York, the Jets end up winning 42-34 in a high-scoring game with Andrew Luck. But I don't expect that trend to continue. I think that the Jets will win, but I think the Colts will make it interesting. I just can't trust Anthony Richardson. That's my problem. Is I cannot trust Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, but you
and
do
Alex,
trust that bad man.
I do trust a bit. I think this is a game where a get-right game for him because they did get embarrassed last week against the Cardinals, which was my coin flip game of the week and actually paid off. It was your coin flip too, Alex. So one end you lost, but the other end I won. So it was very close, but in the end, though, I will take the New York Jets to get the job done and continue get our little win streak against the Colts. I think this game will be closer than people think, but Anthony Richardson, I just can't trust him, man. He's regressed way too much, and I just do not trust him to get the job done.
Hey, at least he's not tired anymore.
Yes, he's not tired anymore, which is a good thing. He's not tired
At least Anthony
anymore.
Richardson's not tired.
He's not tired. But anyways, final score. This will be a low scoring game. So if you have the under, take the under. I'm gonna go 13-9. Give me the Jets to win this one.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to be a very, very low scoring game, although I see the Jets winning this one, but I do see the Colts making it very interesting, and not with the arm of Anthony Richardson, maybe with the legs of Jonathan Taylor.
Yes.
So this is my lowest scoring game of the week here. Give me those. Final score is 17-13. Give me those. What does that kid say about that team?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
I got it
give
right
me,
here.
Give me those guys.
Oh, you mean the
The goddamn Jets.
Exactly.
looking Big Daddy.
Oh, Alex, did you see my shirt, by the way? Look at this.
Yes, I did. Spider 2Y banana.
That's right.
Gruden.
That's right, man. So, look, the Vampire
Grinders,
League.
man.
Gruden Grinders.
Just-
So, you
I love me
missed
some
the.
football.
Yeah, I love me some football. Yeah, John
Knock out
Gruden, man, he had a
Woodard
great
with me.
video. He had a great video with the Steelers and Redskins video. That was a great video. But
Yes.
real quick though, just to catch Vampire Look up, we had Commanders and Eagles, we had Packers and Bears, Lions, Jaguars, Dolphins, Raiders, and that's all we've had so far.
And then
And
this.
Colts, Jets.
Yes.
So now you're all caught up, but yeah, John Gruden football, baby. See right here, the Gruden loves football.
Gruden
Man, I
loves
cannot wait for his
football.
next video. Yes, hey Rummy, be quiet. Swear you're too wide banana. That's not a shoe size, you moron.
That's my shoe size.
Oh.
That's my shoe size.
Yes, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, man.
All right. Next game on the list we have is the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. This game is in Fox. Blah.
Yeah.
And from what I am seeing right here on the Score app, is where I get most of my spreads. The Rams are 4.5-point favorites.
That's 4.5 on all books.
All right. Referee for this game is
Sean Smith.
And who is calling this game, Tiny Tim?
Calling the game on Fox, it's going to be Adam Amin and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez.
That sounds accurate.
I like it when you say that.
Yes, I do too, man. That's great. But this is also a 2-time Super Bowl rematch.
Yes.
Super Bowl 53 and Super Bowl 36.
53 was the worst.
53 is the worst.
That was the
Super Bowl
most
of all
boring
time.
Super Bowl I've ever seen in my entire life.
53 was the worst Super Bowl of all time. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
But what do you guys got and why?
Tim, who you got in this? We'll have you go first.
Well, kind of disappointed with the Rams last week, but
Not me.
of course, not you.
Sorry, I do.
Yeah, but I actually think that the Rams will bounce back in this. I mean, you got the dynamic duo of Puka Nakua and Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Red Solo Cup.
Yeah, the best part of waking up is Cooper in your cup if you're in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And New England, Drake May, I just got to see a little bit more of this guy. I mean, he's okay, but I just got to see a little bit more. But this Rams offense is going to be pretty good. I'm going to give the Rams a dime bag on this one. Give me the Rams over the Patriots 27-17.
The
Dime
Rams.
bag. I like that term, though.
What's that?
I like that term that Tiny Tim used, dime bag. I like that.
Yeah. You know, the Rams seemed a little bit uneven on offense in losing to the Dolphins this past Monday night. Their lack of speed is definitely showed up. It's definitely showing up these past few games. Patriots seem to get it going each week offensively with Drake May. I think the Patriots keep it close, but at the end of the day, I'm going with the Rams to get the job done over the Patriots. This is actually going to be my point spread game of the week.
Oh.
Point spread game of the week. I'm going with the Rams over the Patriots 24-21. Patriots with the win, but the Rams cover, and the lowest ticket price on Game Time is $117.
$117. That sounds about right.
LC, what say you, brother?
Here we go. So Rams and the Patriots. This 2-time Super Bowl rematch. One of them we do not speak of. So in regards to history, the Patriots lead the overall series 9-6. Both of them being Super Bowls. But other than the last time these teams play, which was in 2020, the Rams have not fared very well in New England. They have not won in New England since 2001.
Oh, wow.
That's the last time they've won in New England. That's right, Kurt Warner. That's right. It was not in the, because they were technically the away team in the Super Bowl 36, but that was in 2001. So that was that was during the regular season. That was in November before the regular season. And technically it will be almost 23 years since they last won in New England, because this weekend, I think this Sunday is on the 17th. So crazy to think about it, it's 23 years ago that they finally beat the Patriots, and they'll finally do it again. I think the Rams will get the job done. I think Kyron Williams will find the end zone at least one time, and I think the Rams will be able to get the job done. My final score is going to be Rams 30, Patriots 20. Give me those Rams.
Oh, so you're also giving the Rams a dime bag.
I am giving him a dime bag.
Dime bag.
Dime bag. Well, and there you go. We got some Rams there.
Some of the Rams as well. All right. Next game on the list, let's go to the land of country music. Let's go to Minnesota versus Tennessee. The Vikings versus the Titans. The game is in Las Vegas. And for what I'm seeing right here, the Vikings somehow, some way are 6-point favorites.
They are. They're 6-point favorites on the Hard Rock app, and on the Yahoo, they're also 6 from what I see. Let me double check. Yes, 6 points across the board.
Referee for this game is?
Referee for the Vikings and the Titans is your favorite, Alex.
Cleat. And calling this game, I'm assuming this one is on CBS.
Yes,
That's
it
right.
is.
Yes, this game is on CBS at the 1 p.m. hour. And let's see who's calling calling this game for the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. It's Spiro Didas.
It's the Spiro with Didas. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Wonderful, spectacular, miraculous, unbelievable.
Spectacular.
And of course,
And
Anna
Marshall.
Anna Marshall. Yes. Him as well.
We also had to end it.
And I'm Marshall as well. Lowest ticket price, $154. Did Romy just have a stroke? No, it was just quoting our favorite commentator, Spiro with Didas. He's going to go on the road for the Nashville.
Romy, be quiet. That's all I got to say to you. Go eat some vegetables, Romy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, go.
Vikings versus Titans.
Do you want me to go ahead and go first on this one, Alex?
Sure, why not?
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
Vikings lead the overall series 9-5. The last 2 times these teams played in Nashville, in Tennessee, was in 2016, where the Vikings ended up winning 25-16. And the last time the Titans won against the Vikings was in 2008, when they had that great team. Other than that, they've never won in Tennessee against the Vikings. They've only won once.
Oh.
But they did win in Houston, but that doesn't count because that was the Houston Oilers. But ever since they went to Tennessee, they have only won once against the Vikings at home. So this will be interesting to say the least, but my thing is, how are the Vikings going to respond to playing another road game, but also having a much better offensive performance than they had last game with Josh? I would think it was who's their kicker now? I thought it was Joshua Carter, but it's not him. It's someone else. It's not Will Redshirt either.
It's
John Parker Romo.
John Parker Romo. Not related to Tony.
Not related to Tony, exactly. But literally, he accumulated all their points last week. I think the Vikings will get back to having a better offense this week. The Titans are fighting for a number 1 overall pick. I do not blame Ryan Cowley here, but they do need to move on from Will Levis. Maybe getting Carson Beck maybe would be a good answer for them. Because Shedeur Sanders is not going to be going to the Titans. He's going to want to go to the Raiders, but let's be honest here. But at the end of the day, the Vikings, this is their game to win. Yeah, I know. Trust me, Alex. These weird theories about the Raiders. But anyways, that's a whole different topic. But anyways, give me the Minnesota Vikings to win this game. I think this game will be convincingly a blowout. I do not see Tennessee covering this at all. Final score, Titans 13, Vikings 20. Actually, 27-13. Give me the Vikings to win this one, guys.
Titans are on the road for the second straight week. Did not look good last week against the Jaguars, but they found a way. They somehow found a way to get the win. Sam Darnold has not been good these past few weeks.
It's been rough, to be honest.
And let's be honest, the Titans are playing for their future, but will show up, but will still play well in this game, I think. So look for a close game, but I think the guy you just mentioned, John Parker Romo, hits the game-winning field goal for the Vikings. 23-20. Skull.
Sounds interesting here. I've got Minnesota bouncing back on this one. I'm taking the Vikings by a score of 27-16. Vikings skull.
I think I still have that hat in there somewhere.
You gotta find it.
No, I don't want to.
Why not?
I don't want to. It's okay. All right, next game on the list. Oh, now this one has potential. Cleveland Browns versus New Orleans Saints. This game is in New Orleans. It's in the Superdome. The last time these two teams played each other in the Superdome, it was pretty crazy.
It was crazy. I will give you that, but
Past few times actually they played in the Superdome, it's been crazy. From what I'm seeing right here, the Saints are 1-point favorites.
and you'd be correct on the Hard Rock app, and you'd be actually as the Browns on the Yahoo Sports app. It actually has Cleveland as a 1-point favorite, but as the Saints as a 1-point favorite on the Hard Rock app.
No, that's right. That's not the Silverdome, brother. Referee for this game is
referee for the Browns. The Clowns and the Saints is Alex Kemp.
And calling this game, I'm assuming this one is on Fox.
Yes, it is on Fox.
Yes, it is. It's on Fox. Calling this game will be Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.
And the lowest ticketed price, $45.
You know, I will say, though, it's the Clowns and the Aints. But honestly, Alex, I looked at this game in many ways. The Browns do lead the overall series 13-9, but I don't know who to pick. Time to let fate decide. I have to. 1-point spread. No one knows who the clear favorite is.
Right.
Saints,
Let me join.
they got the win.
Let me join
You're
you.
joining me once again 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Wow, that's
Tim, are you going to make it 3 for 3?
No, not this time.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
We got to do a 3 for 3.
I know.
Hey, Romy.
It could happen.
Hey, Romy, go eat a salad. You fat fuck.
Chuck E. Cheese.
What cheese?
What Chuck E. Cheese did you win that at?
Hey, Romy, that's the perfect place for you because it fits your mental level. It's perfect for kids just like you.
I mean, Chuck E. Cheese is okay, but when you get older, you got to do Dave and Buster's.
Yes.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All right.
And trust me, Romy's intelligence level is about the same as Chuck E. Cheese himself. So
heads will be the Browns.
Actually, I'm going to do. Heads will be the Browns, and then the tails will be the Saints because Derek Carr has AR in his name.
AR makes sense.
Right, AR, Carr.
Yeah, Dave Busters.
All right, ready, gentlemen?
Yes, we
Ready.
are.
Count us down.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Baba boy.
Baba boy. Oh my. Well, you want to?
Oh my God.
I guess Jameis Winston revenge game. I got the Browns.
Oh my goodness.
Jameis Winston
Same
revenge
here.
game. Jameis Winston revenge game.
Same here, and I don't like it one bit. Browns get the job done.
23-15, I guess, if I had to pick a score.
21-20. Browns
23-15, give me the Browns.
Okay.
My thing is, when's the last time the Browns actually did win in New Orleans? The last time they did win
it was the Hail Mary.
2010.
It was the Hail Mary with Tim Couch, wasn't it?
Well, no, it was 20. Actually, no, it's 2010. October 24, 2010. They won 30-17 in New Orleans.
30. They put up 30.
Mm-hmm. They put up 30 points in New Orleans in 2010. October 24, against Drew Brees. Yeah, it was. You got an interception return, and there was the quarterback for the game was Colt McCoy.
Hey, Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy from
Texas.
Texas. And that was Peyton Hillis's big game, too. And Peyton Hillis even threw a pass.
Yeah, Peyton Hillis. Madden 12 cover boy.
That's right.
Last great Madden. Tim, who you got in this?
Well, anyway, actually, I've got this as my game of the week that I don't.
Don't what? Boot! Oh,
boot him!
Boot
him! Yeah. Yeah. Actually, this is my game that I don't want to see this week.
Oh, so hold on. So this is
my game.
This is your
hell no, to the no, 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 yeah, to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
Actually, now I think about it, Alex, it's also mine too.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Hell no, to the no, 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 yeah, to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
It's like coin flip and my hell no game of the week.
Coin flip and hell no. Best of both worlds.
Okay. Yes, well, you guys have made your picks. I gotta make this one here.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna be the lone wolf on this one. I usually go with Gibbs Max philosophy. If you don't know who to take, go with the home team. Cleveland has just been a fraud for the last few weeks. They'll make it interesting, but give me the Aints over the Clowns by a score of 20-13.
The Aints and the Clowns.
All right.
Very appropriate.
All right. Last 1 o'clock game.
The big one.
The big one. A lot of
This is my game of the week, Alex.
What?
This is mine. This is my game of the week.
This is LC.
Already knew it was obvious.
This is LC's game of the week, 100%. It is the Steelers and the Ravens from Pittsburgh at Heinz Field.
Yes, it is.
Ravens are 3-point favorites from what I'm seeing right here.
Yes, they are 3-point favorites, and the line has not changed one bit.
All right.
Referee for this game is...
It's going to be Clay Martin.
And I'm assuming this is on CBS. Yes.
Yes, it
is.
Game
is.
Yes, sir. This game is on CBS. Calling the game will be Iron Eagle and Charles Davis.
Yep. Once again, we get Iron Eagle.
And the lowest ticketed price, the most expensive one so far, $374.
And that's about accurate.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Samantha.
Sammy.
Hello, Samma.
How we doing?
You guys
know the rules.
Yep.
Save LC for last. I guess I'll go first here.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is an enormous game for first place in the AFC North. The Ravens have had defensive issues for a long time, which could be a problem in this one. Steelers are the better defensive team, and they will control Lamar Jackson and the Ravens' offense just a little bit. Both teams can score, but at the end of the day, I'm actually going to go with a favorite. I think it's going to be a last-second field goal from Mr. Automatic, Justin Tucker, 30-27. Sorry, LC, to do this to your brother. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
It's okay.
Interesting call there. Well, as I've always said, every time these two teams get together, it is must-see TV, in my opinion. These two teams that just do not like each other.
No, they do not.
I'm basing my results here on something that we talked about last night on Fantasy Football Fever. Tuesday nights, 10:45 Eastern, 9:45 Central, TJM 3774. It's the channel. One thing about the Ravens, they have a good defense, but the one bad thing about the Ravens defense is they have given up the most fantasy points against wide receivers.
Yep.
Oh,
They're
They
the
have.
32nd ranked pass defense.
32nd ranked pass defense, which is not that very good. So I'm looking at a feeding frenzy for Russell Wilson, who is really, really starting to cook now. And how long has it been since we've seen Patrick Starr? How long has it
Seen
been?
him since
hot
the
minute.
week. It's been a long time since we've seen Patrick Starr.
See, that's what haters do.
Mm-hmm.
When the other team wins, the haters remain silent. They just go hiding, you know.
That is true.
He's hiding under a rock.
He's hiding under a rock. So I see great passes from Russell Wilson. I see a couple of touchdowns at least from George Pickens.
Oh, yes.
And I see Alex sounding the alarm. Elsie, I knew you would love this, buddy. Give me those Steel Maidens. Give me the Steel Maidens over the Ratbirds, 30-26.
Yes, sir.
All right. You heard what I had to say. You heard what Tiny Tim had to say. Elsie,
Now
it is
his
yours
turn.
to cook.
Oh,
Cook.
time to cook, baby. Let's go. Here, time to make some fine ass food. Let's go. Here we go. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are the 32nd ranked pass defense for a reason. Their run defense is pretty good. I will give them credit for that. But their secondary is absolutely awful this year. I told people at the beginning of the season the Ravens defense would not be good under the new defensive coordinator. Mike McDonald was the key to having a great defense. But now the defense is no longer there. And this is also a Patrick Queen rivalry game. Revenge game. This is Patrick Queen's game against his former team. He's looking forward to this, man. I think he's looking forward to this game more than anyone else. So I think Patrick Queen will be a big difference maker here. One stat I was a little concerned of last week was TJ Watt did not get a single tackle or sack. He was very well contained with Washington's offensive line. And TJ Watt, he knows the Ravens way too well, including Ronnie Steele. I will say he's been having a good year for the Ravens. But the big thing that people will not want to admit, but it's true, Lamar Jackson does not do very well against the Steelers. He is not very good. He could barely beat Mitch Trubisky in Pittsburgh. That's embarrassing. When you could barely beat Mitch Trubisky, then there's a problem. Like, that's really bad. They only won by 2 points when Mitch Trubisky played that game when Kenny Pickett got hurt, and then Mitch Trubisky had to come in. That was their last win against the Steelers. Other than that, the Steelers have dominated since 2020. We've won every single game against the Baltimore Ravens since 2020, minus that 2022.
Since 2020.
Since 2020, we've won every single game. So November 1st, December 2nd, December 5th of 2021, January 9th of 2022, December 2022, January 2023. Then we had the last 2 games, the last 2 years. We've won every single one of them. So the Steelers, we got a good game plan. Russell Wilson, I do think he has a really good tracker against the Baltimore Ravens. Russell Wilson, I know he's going to be doing to take care of everything against the Ravens. He needs to be smart. Don't make any big mistakes. And Mike Tomlin, I will give him the things is he's not the most prepared when it comes to playing some games, but he knows how to prepare for AFC North football. He knows how to prepare. And Russell Wilson actually does pretty well against the Baltimore Ravens. He has played pretty well. He did lose one game in 2019, but otherwise he has played pretty well against the Ravens. And I think the last time he actually did play against the Ravens was in Denver, and that was a rough game. That was a game they should have won, but they didn't. But I think Russell Wilson had that on his mind. He does do well stat-wise, and I think that will continue on here. And the Steelers, we're going to get the job done. So, Alex, you know what to do. Sound the alarm.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Get this win over the
There you
Ratbirds.
go.
Oh, that's Brown. That's Brownies.
Here we go, Steelers. Get the job done. I think we're going to have a great game. George Pickens, expect him to have over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. Expect Russell Wilson to have over 300 yards against the Baltimore Ravens as the Steelers get the job done over Baltimore. My final score, 30-23. Give me those Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go, baby.
I will definitely take those bets.
If you don't like that, Mike Tomlin has, what is it? Four
Four
words?
words.
Four words for you? For you. Yeah, you.
We do not care.
Indeed.
Right.
All right, now moving on to the 4 o'clock slate of games, starting out with the Atlanta Falcons versus the Denver Broncos. This game is in Denver, and from what I'm seeing right here, the Broncos are 2.5-point favorites.
2.5. Let's take a look here. Let me go ahead and put this in here. Let me go put this in. Nope, hold on. There you go. All right. Come on. Pull it up. There we go. So 2.5 on the Hard Rock app and on Yahoo. We are at, my goodness, why did everything reset on me? Come on. 2.5. Okay, there we go. 2.5 on both.
Okay, 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Referee is
Referee for the Falcons and the Broncos is Allen.
And calling this game on Fox is
Yes, the game is on Fox. We have Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnston,
AKA
Hey.
Moose.
Moose.
And the lowest ticketed price, according to Game Time, $111. I'll go first in this one. Second straight road game for the Falcons, who lost to the Saints last week. Denver is back at home after losing 2 on the road. That is pretty big, getting home field advantage at Mile High. Kirk Cousins and the offense didn't do enough last week, and this Denver defense is better than the Saints defense, and that matters here. I'm going with the home team, the Denver Broncos, to beat the Atlanta Falcons 24-20.
All right, Ty.
I'm kind of along the same lines as Alex there. Denver has been one of the most surprising teams, in my opinion, this year. That Bo Nix, I think, is starting to warm up a little bit. I think it's really the defense that's kind of kept that team together. In fact, I think I may say that they're going to make it hard for my man Bijan Robinson from Texas. Going to kind of make it hard for him to have another good 100-yard game. But I'm sorry. I can't. I hate going up against my boy from Texas, but Denver is a slightly better team. So I got to take the Broncos. I'm going to give them 26-21 Broncos.
Is it odd that I'm low-key interested in this game?
No.
Because both these teams are sneakingly good. I get it. The Falcons will more than likely win the NFC South, but the Denver Broncos do have one of the best pass defenses in the league. They held Patrick Mahomes in check last week. If people don't want to admit it, but the Patrick Mahomes Chiefs, we'll talk about them a little bit. He looked normal against the Broncos last week. He looks normal. He really did not play that impressive, to be honest with you. He really did not look that impressive. Sure, he got some good pass, but honestly, the Broncos held the Chiefs' run game to completely next to nothing. And only the highest rated receiver was actually Kareem Hunt for 65 yards. But otherwise, the Broncos really do have a great pass defense, including one of the more underrated players in the league, PS2.
PlayStation 2. How do you do?
How do you do? And Broncos have a really strong team. they finally break their 2-game losing streak. Sure, they had a bad game against Baltimore, and they had a bad game, and they should have won against the freaking Chiefs. They should have won.
Yes,
To be honest,
should have.
Oh man,
Kansas City Chiefs had some devil magic in them and got the win. But honestly, this will be a game where they will get it right again. Once again, they will get it right, and they will get the job done against the Atlanta Falcons here. I think they will get the job done, and I think this will be a very important game, even though the Falcons have dominated the series recently. It's been 9-7 Broncos. They lead the overall series. Falcons have won 4 of the last 5. So that does they do have that in their mind, but I think Sean Payton will be able to get the job done with Bo next on that.
All you have to do is believe.
But yeah, Broncos get the job done, and you can't spell Bo without Bronco. But yeah, my final score. I'm sorry, you can't spell Bronco without Bo.
Yes.
that sounds more like it.
That's better.
For Broncos 27, Falcons 24. And you know why I'm picking the Broncos? Because this is not a 1 o'clock game. This is a 4 o'clock game.
It's a 4 o'clock game.
Kirk Cousins outside 1 o'clock games, not his element.
Yeah, but technically, though, it's 2 o'clock.
Still, I still don't trust it. I don't trust it because it is 2 local time. I get it, but still, it's not Kirk Cousins' time zone. 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock Central or 1 o'clock Eastern. Those are his times.
All right. Okay. Next game on the list we have is the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This game is at Santa Clara at Levi Jean Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, the San Francisco 49ers are 6.5-point favorites.
Let's take a look. 6.5-point favorites for the Seahawks and 49ers. It is on Yahoo, but it is also on the Hard Rock. So pretty sweet there.
All right. Referee for this game is
Brad Rogers.
Calling this game on Fox is
Fox commentators for this one, Joe Davis and Greg Olson.
And lowest ticketed price according to Game Time, $134. Who you guys got and why? Seahawks versus 49ers.
This game, in my opinion, goes up there.
Go 49ers.
This game goes up there with Ravens and Steelers as one of the best rivalries in the last 15 or so years. Another division matchup. Again, these teams don't like each other. They go nip and tuck all the way, but it looks like Christian McCaffrey is back in the lineup.
Yes, he is.
He's back. Hopefully, he'll be better than ever. But they always play tough. They always play close. In fact, I'm making this my point spread game of the week. My final, it's about 6.5. Well, I know it's 6.5 according to ESPN.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So 6.5 across the board.
6.5 across the board. My final score is going to be 33-30. Give me the Niners with the win, but give me the Seahawks with the points.
All right. Seahawks coming off of the bye. 49ers got a tough victory against Tampa Bay. They lost. They missed a lot of kicks, a lot of field goals, a lot of points.
He missed 3 field goals.
He missed 3, but he got the one that was most important.
Exactly.
The 49ers are getting healthier, which again makes them somehow, well, they still are a Super Bowl contender, whether you want to admit it or not. That's the truth. They blew out the Seahawks in the first meeting a few weeks ago, and I think they're going to do the exact same thing here. Go give me the 49ers over the Seahawks, 31-17.
Seahawks have lost six in a row against the San Francisco 49ers. And I'll expect the trend to continue otherwise. I think the 49ers will complete the sweep of the Seattle Seahawks. The overall series season is Seattle actually leads the overall series 30-23, but I expect 49ers to get back in it. I think their season's over. They had a great start, 3-0, but then ever since then, it's been a complete no stop. It's a complete nosedive for them. And let's be honest here. I think the Seahawks, after this loss, will be done. I don't think this is on Mike McDonald, though. I still think they got some good pieces, but they just don't have it this year. They just don't have enough to compete with the Arizona Cardinals and 49ers for the division. I just don't expect them to compete. I think they'll be a decent team. I just don't think that they'll be able to compete this year. I think that they need this year to realistically regather and get some more tools for the offense. Because let's be honest here, Jason Pierce with his Bitcoin salary and being 42 years old should not be starting in the NFL.
Wait, he's getting paid Bitcoin?
Yeah, he's getting paid. Well, he did get paid Bitcoin once.
Bitcoin?
I don't know if he's getting paid Bitcoin this year for his salary, but he did get paid in his salary Bitcoin in the past.
Oh, damn.
So I know it's crazy to think about, but still, give me the Niners win this game convincingly. If they blew out Seattle home 36-24, I think they're going to blow them out by, I'm going to say 42-24. Give me those 49ers to win. Christian McCaffrey, this is his breakout game. Jordan Mason could do it a few weeks that week. Expect Christian McCaffrey to do the same thing here.
Tim, you gave your pick already?
Yes, I did.
All right. Next up.
Yeah, this is point spread of the game of the week.
That's right. It's point spread game of the week. Next up, let's just get this out of the way. God, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. This game is in Buffalo at Ralph Wilson Stadium. Bills are 2-point favorites.
A 2 on Hard Rock, a 2.5. Buffalo Bills are 2.5 on the Hard Rock. Sorry, on Yahoo they're 2.5, but on the Hard Rock they're 2.
Referee for this game is?
Referee for the Chiefs and Bills is the man of Land Clark.
Land Clark.
And
calling this game on CBS, I'm assuming it's Jim Nantz and Tony Romo.
Yeah,
y'all would be correct, Mr. Nance and Mr. Romo.
Mr. Nance, Mr. Romo, 100%. Lowest
I
ticketed
wanted
price.
this to be Sunday night, but there's no way they're going to. CBS is losing this game.
Lowest ticketed price according to Game Time, the highest one we have seen so far, $376.
That's about accurate.
Yeah.
Yep, this is the game of the week. This is probably the game of the year. We shall see.
It'll be out there.
Bills trying to beat their nemesis and the Chiefs trying to stay undefeated. Let's be honest, they shouldn't be undefeated after last week.
Right.
I wish you had that clip, Alex, from Family Guy where it goes, the Chiefs are a great big phony. A great big
phony. No, but instead I'll play this.
Yeah, that's about right.
Because that's how the Chiefs have been this whole season. They haven't looked great on offense, while the Bills, Josh Allen, have most of the time. This is one of those games. Josh Allen and the Bills offense will outplay Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Call me crazy, me being a Dolphins fan and all, but I am going with the Buffalo Bills to end the Chiefs' undefeated streak. Give me Buffalo 27-23. Why?
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because nobody
circles
the
the
wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Yes, I love
That's
it.
right.
Chicken wings.
There you go.
That also is true.
I am beginning to see some chinks in the armor in Kansas City. Yeah, they are 9-0. Yeah, they got lucky for blocking that game-winning field goal from Denver. But this is where they're going to start to get a little bit shaky. And even if there is one slight weakness, I think Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills will be able to exploit that weakness. I've got this as a close game here. I see a field goal to determine this game, although not necessarily a game-winning field goal. But give me the Bills over the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs their first loss of the season. Bills 31, Chiefs 27. Now it's the Bills.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Because
Nobody circles wire circles.
Jeez, that was way too. You could have done that with me, not with Tiny
Because
Tim.
nobody
Come on,
circles the wagons.
wagons like the
Buffalo
Bills.
Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
There we go. And it comes to me. Did you know the Bills actually lead the season series between these teams? 29-25-1. The last time, though, the Bills did win in Buffalo against the Chiefs, you have to go all the way back to September 16, 2012.
Good
yeah, the Chiefs have actually had a rough time. I mean, a good time against the Bills. The Bills have had a rough time. But let's be honest here. The Bills, they're thinking about Tyler Bass himself is thinking about that kick. Yeah, he missed in last year's playoff game. Last year's playoff game is on his mind. And honestly, I think that this is the game the Bills really expose the Kansas City Chiefs for the frauds they are. I'm going to be honest here. I think this will be a great game, but I honestly think the Bills blow out the Chiefs.
Blow them out.
Call me crazy. Call me crazy. This is a game where the Kansas City Chiefs are going to get completely exposed. I honestly, even the thing is, with Amari Cooper possibly being in this game, I think that he's going to be the big difference maker in this game. Not having L'Jarius Sneed is going to hurt the Chiefs. It's hurt them in pieces throughout the season, and it's really going to get exposed here.
Well,
the Kansas City Chiefs secondary has not been the same without L'Jarius Sneed. Even though he's on a terrible Tennessee team, you know how he's being missed right now in Kansas City. The Chiefs realistically also do not have a good, like, Patrick Mahomes has looked human this year. And I get it. There's other stuff going on, and I don't condone this, but because people did try and break in and try and rob Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce's house.
I saw that on the news.
Month. That was on the news. Anyone trying to do that, you have no life whatsoever, and I really hope you get the maximum amount of prison sentence that you deserve, because that's not cool. I get it. You may not like the guy, but you know what? You don't do that to someone's house. As much as I don't like Travis Kelce for all the stuff he's done and what he said, he stabbed his ex-girlfriend in the back, being Mr. All these other things, all those terrible commercials. Do I want his house robbed? No. But you know what? This is a game where I think they get their up-and-comings. I think that Buffalo Bills, honestly, they beat the crap out of the Chiefs. I think this is a game where you're really going to see – this is a game where the Chiefs get slapped in the face and they don't recover from it. This is a bold take for me, but I'm actually going to go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills to win this game. They will win, but it's going to be by 10 points. Give me the Bills to win this game 37. Actually, no, it's more by 10. 37-24. Give me the Buffalo Bills and launch them this time.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
And nobody circles wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Nobody circles like the Bills.
For those who have a hangover, this will sound just fine.
And that was good, though. I like that time, too. That was good.
Yeah, I kind of like that one scene from A Good Morning Vietnam.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, for those people who are suffering hangovers.
Right. All right. Sunday Night Football, NBC. Check your local listings. It is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium. And from what I'm seeing right here, Chargers are 1.5-point favorites.
They are 1.5-point favorites. That's right on both the Hard Rock and on the Yahoo Sports app. Not only that, this game was originally supposed to be a 4 o'clock game, but since the Colts and Jets decided to be odd awful this year,
since they
wanted
to be hot garbage.
Yes, they wanted to be hot garbage.
Referee for this game is
Brad Allen.
It's on NBC, so it is.
Yeah, that's right. NBC and Peacock. It's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
And the lowest ticketed price, $55. I'm shocked.
Well,
that's shocking, honestly.
Yeah, it sounds about right because the Bengals aren't really that good. But also, I think they want to get more. I think they want to fill this stadium up. I think they want to fill it up for a Sunday night game because no one expected the Bengals to be that bad. Let's be honest here.
No,
we didn't. So, who you guys got and why? Bengals versus
Voices. That's a new one.
Chargers.
Let me go ahead and go first in this one because I went first. Last one. Chargers lead the overall series 23-15. Last time these two teams played in Los Angeles, this was in 2018 when neither quarterback that is starting on the roster there is there now. And the Chargers end up winning that game by 5 points, and it was actually a pretty impressive game. These two teams have met once in the playoffs before, and that's when the Chargers beat the Bengals by 17. So the Bengals and Chargers days, you have a little mini rivalry going on here. It's underrated rivalry, I would say. And Dashi definitely knows about this underrated rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals will be getting back T. Higgins, just like he said, so that will be a good thing. But this will be more of a fact of the Chargers have a great defense versus the Cincinnati Bengals with a good offense. What will prevail here? In the end, I honestly got to go. I'm like Mac on this one. If you don't know who to pick, you got to go the home team. I'm going to pick the Chargers here. This will be close, though, and I do think that Cincinnati does have the chance. So this is a game I probably will be flopping between. But still, I think that the Chargers get the job done. I think their defense is going to be way too much for Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow just – I don't know, man. The last time the Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert played, the Chargers dominated the Bengals by 19. So I don't expect that trend to continue. Justin Herbert is actually he's actually 2-0 because they actually want to play in 2020. And they won 16-13. So, yeah, give me the Chargers win this game. I think this game will be a very competitive game. I think this will be high scoring. So if you have the over, play the over. Final score.
Easily.
Chargers 35, Bengals 33, and I gotta hear that Terminator.
Oh, you gotta hear the Terminator.
And now go Chargers, go.
Tim, what say you?
What else you said was kind of true. Kind of AFC kind of rivalry here, even though they're in different divisions. Met each other a few times. I think Cincinnati is a little bit shaky. The defense for the Chargers is pretty good, so I'd say pretty good, better than good. Just gonna make this short and sweet. Give me the Chargers over those Bengals by a score of 30-23. I gotta hear Arnold.
And now go Chargers, go.
All right. The highlight here will be Joe Burrow and the Bengals passing game against the Chargers' top-ranked defense. Like Dashi said, they are getting back one Chai T. Higgins. Burrow can score on anybody, so it comes down to Justin Herbert against that Bengals defense. The edge there goes to Justin Herbert. And I think this game is going to be an absolute shootout. I'm in total agreement with LC. I think if you are a betting man, hit the over 100%. This is going to be a shootout 100%. I got the Chargers over the Bengals 31-28. Third time's a charm.
And now go Chargers, go.
Boom.
Love it.
Moving on to Monday nights.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Battle of Texas.
I-45 battle, as Tiny Tim would say.
We have the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. This game is in Jerry World at AT&T Stadium. Texans are 7.5 point favorites.
Yes, they are 7.5 point favorites.
Referee for this game is
Craig Rolstad.
Calling this game on ABC and ESPN is
Of course, would be Joe Buck Troy Eggman, a.k.a. Beavis and Butthead.
Is there a Manning cast? Probably not.
Yes, there is actually. They're actually back for this week, and then they will. Huh?
What?
They took last week off.
They took last week off.
Last week off because the Dolphins were on the God damn it, Eli and Peyton.
I know they were going to take off last week. The thing is weird because they are back for week 11, then they won't have another one till week 14.
We all know the rules. Oh wait, hold on. Lowest ticket price for this game, $94. Not too shabby.
You know what's crazy? Also, just realized
Save Tim for last.
Week 14, they play the Bengals, and there's a Manning cast. So the next two Manning casts are Monday Night Football games with the Cowboys. Why? I don't know.
We all know the rules. Save Tim for last. LC, let's have you go first in this one.
So the Cowboys and the Cowboys and the Texans. The Cowboys lead the overall series 4-2. But the Texans have never won in Dallas before.
Oh.
Their only wins were in Houston, and I expect that trend to finally be broken. The Texans finally get the job done. The Texans offense is going to get Nico Collins back, and that will be a huge help, while the Cowboys losing Dak Prescott is going to be the death blow to their season. Give me the Dallas Cowboys to get blown out by the Texans. I think this game will not be close. My final score is going to be 34-13. Give me the Houston Texans to win this game convincingly.
Oh man, Tim, I'm sorry, brother. The Cowboys look absolutely cooked, especially without Dak Prescott. Texans haven't looked great either. They've lost 2 straight. They're going to come in pissed off. And I think it stays that way. I'm sorry, brother. I got to do this to you. Texans win. I am going with Houston, 27-10, and I'm not just taking Houston. I'm locking them in.
This is my cold lock of the century. All the week.
Oh.
Well,
sometimes you gotta do what you
Sometimes I gotta
do.
do what I gotta do, and I know in your head you're probably saying, "Got me up." That's just the way it is.
Well,
so we heard what I had to say. You heard what LC had to say. Tim, your turn to
call.
Well, I think from here on out, for the rest of the season, I'm going to need a lot of prayers and a lot of support, not only for myself, but for all of my fellow Cowboy fans. Dak, as many of y'all know, he's suffering. He has to go through a season-ending surgery for his hamstring, so it's pretty much the Cooper Rush show right now, and he wasn't too good last week in Philadelphia. And truthfully, neither was Trey Lance in those couple of plays that he got in there. So, of course, I blown out that way. I'm looking at some stats right now. As far as passing yards are concerned, Cowboys averaged 231 per game, which is 10th in the league. Houston's not too far behind in 15th place with 218 passing yards per game. But this is where it hurts. Rushing yards per game. Houston averages 119, which is 18th in the league. Dallas, 83. That That is next to dead last
Mm.
in
Ouch.
the league right there. They just cannot run the ball, and they cannot even stop the run. In fact, the Cowboys defense has allowed 152 yards per game, which is next to dead last in the
Ugh,
league
that's not
there.
good.
Oh,
And so if I had to make a bet on this game, I'd go with Joe Mixon with over 100 yards.
okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And I mean, it's very difficult for me to cheer against my boys. All I can do is pray for them.
That's right.
So, yeah. So, my final score. Hate to do this, and yes, I agree with everybody. I have to.
Mm.
My final score is Texans 27, Cowboys 12, and those 12 points will be 4 field goals by Brandon. 4 field goals by Brandon Aubrey. 3 of them will be from at least 55 yards or more.
But just for the hell of it, let's hear.
Let's hear them both.
We want to hear Glory Hole.
Yeah.
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
How about them Cowboys?
That's mainly for Brandon Aubrey more than anything else.
Yes.
In fact, if I have a bet, I'd probably go for Brandon Aubrey for more than maybe 2 or. Yeah, I'll take Brandon Aubrey any day. He should be the guy that should be paid $240 million.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
I like
Mr. Automatic kickers, man. It's
just as he's just as good as Tucker, if
That's
not
right.
better.
Absolutely. So that'll do it for week number 11 of Pain and Gain Pick'ems, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for filling in. For
no problem, man.
Had some little situation I had to take care of.
All right.
Much appreciated to you guys.
No problem, man. Anytime.
TJM 3774 Fantasy Football Fever.
That's right. Yep. Fantasy Football Fever on my channel with me, John Natali, and John Flynn.
For the win.
Flynn for the win, of course. We got all your fantasy updates. You got your sits, you got your starts. Hey, we have been getting lots of fantasy questions from viewers all around.
I got one for you.
And we really
I got one for you right now.
Oh, really?
Right now. Yes, I do. I'm torn between which defense to start.
Okay.
Should I start Houston against Dallas or should I start the Broncos against Atlanta?
Houston.
I'd have to go Houston. No brainer.
Okay. All right.
Now, as far as rushing is concerned, yeah, go with Houston.
I will do that.
Yeah.
I will do that.
So basically, if you haven't seen the show yet, go to my channel. Got any fancy questions? Me and my boys will try to answer them for you. It's a great show. Check it out.
Absolutely, it's a great show. I try and come in when I can, but
because I want that belt. Because I want that belt, brother.
Uh-huh.
You know why. All right. LC, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, don't worry, you'll see me. And I've been doing some victory last few weeks. So
yes, you have.
So
yes, you have. And this Sunday, I know I promised I would do the game on Monday. I apologize, but this Sunday I am back.
Yes, cannot wait.
Doing play-by-play live reactions. I will be doing the Dolphins against the Las Vegas Raiders from Hard Rock Stadium. So be on the lookout for that Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is 10 o'clock Ishii time. And I believe that is 6 o'clock real time. So be on the lookout for that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Pain and Gain episode number 11 from heaven.
There we go.
Hey, see what I did there? 11 from heaven.
Michael Parsons. Gotcha.
So, for LC Muscle 28, for Tiny Mother Loving Tim, this is A Pizzle 9 saying peace out and fins up. Baby, we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys later. See awesome. Let's go beat those Ratbirds.
Am I giving a rally or am I waving the white flag of surrender? You be the judge.
Yes. See ya.